Wrong screen. Welcome back, everybody, to Champions of the Fog. I'm your host, littlerugaard. Joining me today is none other than my old buddy, Poggy. How you doing today? Just frozen on the screen. I see how it is. Frozen silent.
Are we live? Oh, we're live. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. I heard everything you said.
Dead to me already. All right, we're turning his cam off. He's gone. I'm soloing this. Thanks for coming in. Oh, man. Anyway, we're back at it again. Round number 3 loading in. NoMercy versus 6. NoMercy showing to be pretty strong last trial. I haven't had a chance to see them yet, but we all know who 6 is, so this will be very interesting to see how this game goes down.
Yeah, I'm on top of it.
Poggy doesn't watch comp very much anymore, which is unfortunate because it's good. It's very
I'm
fun.
coming in cold. I don't know either of these teams, so I'll give you my perspective from the not knowing anything side. So.
That's supposed to be my job. It is a nurse on the Shrine of Wrath. And I can only imagine, oh, there is a totem there as well. I can only imagine we're going to see these survivors stealth out here.
I can only imagine we'll see survivors stealth.
Really?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
That's the song you know? That's the song you know? Okay.
I mean, you brought it up. Anyway, so I'm not a big fan of nurse games. You already know this from Big O's Court days. I'm really not a big fan of nurse games, but...
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's
far,
kind of hard to keep up with. What is it? The FOB definitely does shift around a lot. It's definitely hard to tell what's going on, but survivors are doing a really good job of stealthing out so far, and
they are very immersed.
I mean, it makes sense. You've got a corrupt period to wait out. You're a nurse. You might as well. I don't blame them. We've seen this a couple times before, because yeah, as soon as this nurse gets on somebody, it's a roller coaster ride. And I imagine we will not see a survivor pop out until the nurse's corrupt ends. I don't think you can come over here to Jen.
She needs to definitely be scouring in places that you as a survivor might go, but that's always hard. You know, everybody has their own way of immersing. Me in particular, I like to use walls and things, and rocks as well nearby the killer. Places where they would think it's too obvious to hide, you know, that's how I blend it. I would not use a locker, so I wouldn't even be bothering to check lockers myself.
Honestly, I can't wait for Darkness Revealed for that exact reason. I think it's gonna be like a really sweet kind of lethal pursuer. I don't know. I can't imagine it would be banned, but we'll have to see. It might be. Oh, I think somebody just walked across there. I can't tell. And yeah, survivors have done it. They have managed to immerse the. Nope.
There he is.
They were found 3 seconds before corrupt ended.
Yeah. Corrupt is gone at the same time. What timing?
Gone, and survivors are well aware now. There is also Thanatophobia. So corrupt is gone. Thanatophobia now taking over as the slowdown of choice as Adam runs into the corner here. Good line of sight breaks, but oh, I thought they were going down.
Nice dead hard.
Excellently timed.
Is there no chase music? I don't hear any chase music.
There are some spectator bugs from the last patch before this one came in, and one of them was a spectator sound bug. So yes, it's better than before because it used to be we only had the well, actually I say that we might have only hook music. You know, when you go to second stage, that is a problem too. But first up coming in here for the nurse, no gens yet. And also worth noting is that survivors are probably well aware now, and if they haven't, they're going to be very well attuned. There is a ruin in play. There
you may or may not remember, but I used to have buttons for music.
I do,
and I think this would be a good time if you had buttons for music. This would be the perfect time. To just
I don't know how I feel about becoming a DJ. In addition, going straight for the tunnel.
Oh, and the borrowed.
Yeah, borrowed time, very, very strong here, very much necessary. Because here's the thing, you're gonna get this, you're gonna not even get the dead hard off, just an immediate down, and unless there is a decisive strike, no decisive strike, not able to get the dead hard off to allow for extra, you know, just a little bit of time. Second hook coming in here.
Still 5 gens too, not a single gen done. That ruin definitely is messing with them.
Ooh.
But 2 in a row, back to back, very nice.
Yeah, I would say ruined not quite as much, just because the nurse wasn't harassing them. It's just a little bit of progress here and there. Thanatophobia, however, is probably doing quite a bit. Thanatophobia is so good on these chase killers. And we'll just have to see how they handle this.
I mean, the tunnel makes sense. The tunnel absolutely makes sense. I mean, I personally feel like In a normal
Free
game,
hit.
it wouldn't be very nice, but in a comp game, yeah, that tunnel made perfect sense to me.
Good blind there from the Nancy to try and harass
Beautiful
even
blind.
more. And look
Didn't
at that.
seem to help much.
No, it does.
She's going for it.
It prevents you light burn the nurse. She can't blink while that flashlight's on her.
I mean, that's true, but it didn't really
Oh,
stop
no.
her that much because that hook is DDD dead.
Yeah, not able to dead hard once again. And that is going to be lights out for the Atom. Still 3 gens to go for these survivors as good blind there from the Nancy. Light
Very
burning,
nice.
get some distance. I imagine Nancy might be the one that this nurse does not want to chase right now. Oh, grab.
Whoa, almost got the grab.
So close. Yeah, I as a killer, I hate that, but it is what it is. And especially like in these lobbies, especially for custom games, you definitely have some ping things going on occasionally, so it makes sense. Very hard to get that grab, but oh man. Yeah, that was definitely a ping hit, and 2 survivors down. This might be lights out at 3 gens. I don't know if they can
And
finish
she
one.
is going for that. She's going for that slug, maybe. Is she?
Just looking around, making sure that there's no Nancy to flashlight. I don't imagine Nancy would be sitting around here. I think she wants to immerse, wait for the hook to happen, and then get the unhook and try and stabilize.
It would be a little risky to be hanging around for this.
Absolutely.
And just kill the whole team off.
Yeah, this nurse can be very thorough and not allow any reset here. Really, really well done. Yeah, nurse is just, nurse is built different. It's hard to play against a good nurse. Even like some of the best teams in the game of Dead by Daylight, I've seen like, I was watching, what was it, Oracle the other day practicing against a really cracked nurse, and like, they played out of their mind. Great survivor play, but nurse is built different. Nurse is just built different.
Yeah. Is Nancy gonna get this pickup?
I don't
or
know.
the unhook first? I think if I were her, I would have been probably not too far, but not too close either. So somewhere around the sides of the building, perhaps like the center building, kind of hanging out, waiting to see what happens. Because like you said, you don't want to get caught out. Last person up, you're gonna get slugged down, and that's the end of the game. So I don't know where she was, but maybe not close enough to run in for that pickup.
Yeah, and problem is like here. So you go in for the pickup. You say you get the pickup. One of you goes down back immediately, and then the other one just gets in chase. Yeah. Like, it's just not a good trade against the nurse. And again, you've got a slug here right next to the hook. The only thing is I will say, nurse has to make a pretty tough decision here. You have a survivor and a slug here. However, your hatch is across the map, and yeah, survivor realizes that too. It's like, yeah, you can, you can do that because the survivor, they can't commit to it. Oh, there's the deli. She was the only one that got it, and you do have the deli here. Yeah, they're gonna go straight for the pickup too. Nia does get picked up. No decisive strike on the Claudette here. It's gonna be second stage. Good call out from this team, getting a gen done, because yeah, you can't commit to the other side of the map because you get the reset, and then if you stick around, Nancy can still get hatch, but Nancy is found out here is gonna take a hit. It's really good up. It's so weird not having chase music. It's so weird. Also worth noting, she did it to 2 stacks of Thanatophobia, so 10% slowdown. What is that, 88-second gen? Yeah, it's an 88-second gen she sat on that entire time and just jammed it out. Through Ruin, by the way. As Ruin has not been cleansed just yet. However, Nia also getting reset. I don't know where these survivors are. This is a really strong 3-gen for the nurse. They didn't get the middle gen finished. Oh, did you see the Nancy and the Nia setting? Look at them. They're right there on that hill. They don't see them.
So I can't actually see
look to the right. Right there. It's right there. Oh, did you see what I see? That wasn't healing.
It's too blurry.
That is Pentimento.
Oh my.
Hex Pentimento is also in play. Nancy was cleansing a totem. Probably maybe for inner healing? Maybe also worried about Noed potentially, but she goes down regardless.
Yep, and the Claudette is out of here.
She is. Now the question is, where is the Nia? Checking around basement.
What was that?
I think they're just checking around, see, because they know hatch is on the table. You could potentially get hatches.
Right.
In order for a nurse to move around, you do have to fatigue after a blink. It's gonna be very close. They might be able to get hatched. Honestly, the fact they got that 4th gen done is crucial. Extra 2 points in their favor to let their killer get a, give their killer a good win condition to try to go by. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Nia's on a gen. I think Nia's on a gen, honestly.
I was just gonna say, do you think Nia's sat on a gen right now, just trying to knock it out? I mean, if I were the nurse, I'd go and check gens right now. Like, that's what I would be thinking.
The problem is
she's probably set on a gen.
It's 40% slowdown with Pentimento.
Sure,
40%. That is.
Yep. It's a lot. I mean, it's insane.
Nancy crawling away from the hatch as well. Very smart. Yeah, they're gonna go for this pickup.
We got the Thana. We got the Pentimento. Everything's just a lot of slowdown, and it's very tough to go through that.
Yep, and the
it's gonna be like a 100-second gen.
Servers don't have enough reset at the moment. Yeah, I don't think I think the med kit has all been used up. I think they were trying to go for an inner healing play, but not quite able to get that off as well. And now the question is can this Nia find a way to escape the match? Look at the exit gates here as well. We have one on this side.
I mean, the good thing is here. Yeah.
Oh, the exit gates are split, but I don't think it's enough. I think the nurse can check. I think the nurse can check between.
The good thing is here that's Nancy's first hooks. I mean, they do have time if they want to finish the gen if they're on it, and go ahead and get that Nancy off the hook. Maybe. I mean, it's possible. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it's possible.
Yeah, that is entirely fair. I don't know. I don't think it's enough time because especially like Nancy's hooked in an area where the nurse would be able to see Nia working on the gen. So I think that's out of the question. I think the question is they're trying to set up for some kind of escape as soon as Nancy goes to death hook. Though
that's also plausible, yeah.
Nurse has to make her way back to Shack. Yeah, right now. She needs to go right now.
Second stage.
Second stage. Yeah, hear that second stage music? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
For some reason, we hear that music instead.
Yeah. It's weird. It's so weird. Is that only with Nurse, or is that with every killer?
No, it's with a lot of killers. It's a random spectator bug. It's genuinely just a spectator bug. So they might go for, like, I honestly wouldn't go for the unhook either because Nurse can blink over there and just down both of you really quickly. You want to stealth out. If Nia is on the other exit gate across the map, there's a chance. There is a chance that after this happens, they can go and like maybe exit gate tech, get 4 seconds off the exit gate, and then maybe get through the rest when Nurse goes back to check the other one. I don't know. This will be an interesting end game to see if they can handle it.
I'm not seeing it. I mean, it really just depends. The trick to it is to really 10% the gate, so that the first light doesn't come on. I think you can
25% it. She's gonna get out. Look, she's already on the second light.
Oh, but maybe.
She's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. No way. Nia able to go. She's also fresh. That is a fresh escape on the Nia. That is an additional 3 points for her team. Not only is that 8 points
really well done
for the generators that got done, but also 3 additional points for the survivor escaping. That's 11. And again, any amount of points you can get against a nurse in this game is pivotal. Well done. Yeah. Really well done.
I mean, that was crucial exit. A very well done exit. I did not expect to see that. I thought she would get taken out. But you said I can't see the actual light it was, but you said it was second light. So
yeah,
that's
when she came over the top into a second light, and then after this, the blanket already went to third. Is like, yeah, she's out. Nurse has to fatigue. Wow, what a match! What a match! But well done to trial number 1. We'll be back into trial number 2 in just a bit here, folks. Again, I think that is going to end up being 11. Let's see, the killer missed out on 6 points, so it's going to be 18 points for the killer, and I think 11 points for survivor, which, again, against a nurse is a really... Obviously, the nurse still comes out on top of points, but that's about as best as you could hope for against good nurses sometimes. They're just so hard to go against.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Yeah. And that was a really solid nurse play all around. I mean, just... very well executed, perfect execution on the. I mean, just the blinking was perfect. The choices of the gameplay were perfect. Going around slugging and getting that tunnel right out of the game. It was just all good decisions. I mean,
absolutely.
Just got unlucky, I think, at the end.
I think the exit gate spawn was very much in the survivors' favor, and the survivors took advantage of it and just were able to capitalize on it.
Oh yeah.
So.
Is exactly what happened, and they did a good job with that.
Absolutely. But with that said, we'll be getting this next trial underway very shortly. So stay tuned, folks. Again, thank you all for tuning in and supporting us during these qualifiers. Any ads you watch, any bits you give, donations, subs, all help us on the back end and keep things running. So we do appreciate your patronage, and we'll be back very shortly. All right, welcome back, everybody, to trial number 2 of round number 3, 6 versus NoMercy. And we did have a little bit of pointing issue. It was, in fact, 11, not 13. There were 4 gens done, not the 5th one. We thought there might have been a 5th one, so we had to go back and check. There was only 4. Got that points down. And as I was telling Poggy a little bit, it makes it a bit weirder points-wise when a survivor is able to get out before the last gen gets done, because the win con gets a bit weirder for the killer, because so survivor side to tie the number of points they need would be 5 gens and 1 person out with, you know, one hook stage left. But then the killer would still be getting, you know, 23 points with that, so it'd still be a win. So the win condition's a bit foggier here. The survivors and the killer are gonna have to play it by ear a little bit. And I imagine there'll probably be a nurse, so we're probably gonna see another slugfest going on. I don't know. This is gonna be a wonky trial. It's gonna be a lot of bloodshed. You're right there. You got calculations. You got. Did you figure out the win con? What's the win con, Poggy?
8 points.
8. Okay, 8 points.
10,
there we go.
10 point. I have no idea. I honestly don't know.
Oh man. Also worth noting, as some of you are aware, we should probably be loaded in by now, and I believe a game might have crashed. No?
Maybe?
Did we load in? Oh, I think we loaded in, chat. All right, let's go. We do, in fact, have the nurse with a
It's
beautiful
my favorite.
Corrupt, right, no, right? With a beautiful corrupt zone to say as well. Honestly, it's a smart idea to check this side, because there is an off chance they could spawn over here. You spawned on the corner. They could be here. The question is, if they spawned here, did they have enough time to immerse? They did spawn here. All 4 survivors were here just a moment ago. Yeah, there they go.
She's
running
gonna
across.
find. Yeah.
What a beautiful.
This is the way
spawn.
she doesn't find them.
Yeah, this is brutal. Survivors were able to last through corrupt last time, but finding all the survivors within 30 seconds. However, okay, they do find the
fireworks.
Yep, firecracker. Might as well. You never know. It's hard to get value out of firecracker sometimes.
Never know.
If you see a situation where you can use a firecracker, use it. You're not gonna get another one.
So this nurse definitely getting a head start compared to the previous one. Definitely very good.
Indeed.
Start there. I'm wondering if we're going to see basically the same outcome this game. I mean,
it's very possible. We have a quick hook coming in here. There is a totem. It is ruin, and survivors, I imagine right now, are just smashing a gen. However, oh no, yeah, we had actually me and a couple of people had talked about this today. I think this could be. Yeah, this is the dreaded 4-gen that Shrine of Wrath can have.
Oh my god.
There is a very rare instance where you have a 4-gen instead of a 3-gen. And it's the corrupted zone 2. And you hooked
nasty.
in it. Absolutely.
That's disgusting.
I'll be honest, this might be some really unlucky RNG for these survivors.
Ren's dead. Yeah, it's no way.
Yeah, this I'm not gonna rule them out. They do, like, obviously at this point you do gens where you can, but obviously with the center gen turning it into a 5-gen, you've got at least 4 on one side. I do not know how the survivors will tackle this and get out.
I mean, it's playable. It's just, can they do it, and is this nurse gonna make a mistake? You know, that's really what you have to count on there.
Mm-hmm. And
it does have the borrowed time. Very nice.
We again, sound bug there. We didn't hear the notification for them to be unhooked, but they do get a successful unhook with borrowed time. Claudette is going to be taking the chase away. They didn't hit second stage, and a 2nd-gen does get done. So survivors are, honestly, they saw the challenge. They're like, you know what? Forget it. We're gonna show you how exactly we can deal with this. And
yeah. And I don't want to be that guy, but I think not going for the tunnel might have been a mistake here. I really think that it's possible that this could make the game easier for the survivors to not have that tunnel.
So yes, we'll no. See. And here's what I will say to that. Yeah. She had the flashlight. She was going to stop you from getting another hit on the Nia. And then on top of that, one thing that this nurse can do differently if they want to is fresh hook all the survivors, if you can.
Yeah.
And if you fresh hook everybody, again, that first hook gives you the most points. You're going to get 12 hooks if you 12 points if you just hook everybody first hook immediately. They might be seeing this as a moment of, you know what, the win con's a bit weird here. We're just going to go for maximizing points. You know what your deficit.
No, and that totally makes sense. That
You
totally
could
makes sense.
just-
But I think it does open up the opportunity for the survivors to make a play, which may work in their favor, may not. Let's
True.
see.
That is a good point. And again, we came into this. Oh, there is a deliverance on the Claudette. That okay.
Wow.
Survivors are doing a lot of stuff to make this a bit harder for the nurse. So not everything going to the nurse's favor. Yeah, they started this
they
game
need
with
to
a
get out
7-point
of this
deficit.
zone. They need to get back to this side of the map. Now that the generators are done over here, they need to just start chasing around this side.
Yeah, so the survivors came in with a 7-point deficit here. I'm sorry. No, Killer came. Yeah, they have to overcome a 7-point deficit. Good hit on the ace. Good prediction blink.
Nice attempt, though. Very nice attempt.
Yeah, and if you get 12 points with all the hooks, that is, 19 points difference. So, oh my goodness, beautiful live there, keeping the nurse in chase just a little bit longer. I think the nurse
You gotta
knows
appreciate
that
the
it's
ace
being doubled
movement.
out.
It's very hard to track. That is hard to track movement on the ace. Very nice.
True. Not quite able to get this. This gen does have a lot of progress on it at the center. I imagine there might be another gen in the corner over here that's also getting worked on. Oh, I think it's just some pistons firing. Yeah, they do finish it. The survivors
they
might
get one
be able
done
to.
in there.
You might be
told you.
right. They might have taken it
I
too
told
leisurely.
you.
They might have. Maybe they should have gone for the tunnel. I don't know. That's so hard to tell. I would have been
I
scared
mean,
for
even if it
DS
was
or
just a
something.
slug. Even if it was just a slug, you should have gone for it, I think, and then gone for the Claudette after, and then maybe been caught in the pickup on the Nia, but letting her go like that could have actually ruined it, possibly. I mean, I'm not saying for sure. She can still bring this back.
Right.
Still has a nice 3-gen, but it's going to be much tougher now. It's much, much more even.
True. Good prediction there and getting the down on the ace. Yeah, just, one of those things
Ow.
you slap him in the face, sit down, buddy, but
Yeah.
we'll have
But
to
hey,
see.
what are you doing over here?
Remember, Ruin is gone, so these gens aren't regressing naturally. We'll have to see. That is a pain resonance on this one. So a little bit of regression there at the center. Yeah, survivors are not giving up at all. Another fresh hook on the ace. That's 9 points for our killer here. Jen has some
Gotta
good
love them audio
progress.
bugs.
This center gen is
Oh,
very
my
close.
Are you hearing that too, or is it just my end? Because it's breaking my brain.
What is?
You don't hear the audio crackling? Okay, I'll just
Oh,
shut
no,
up
I
then.
do not. No, I'm sorry. Oh,
right.
good blocker juke there from the Nia. She's going to be a little bit of distance.
Wow.
Ace does get
Beautiful.
unhooked and is reset. Nia taking chase into the corner, away from the nets. They might be able to finish that center gen. I don't know. This is going to be close. Looking around, I think they're looking for a Scourge hook. We'll have to see. Is this a Scourge hook? It is not. They have to go right back to that center gen. Yeah, and they were trying to get rid of it, get this gen done, but the Pop Goes Weasel roll reset it another 20%.
It's very, very tight right now. I mean, it's anybody's game right now, I think, at this point. The nurse is falling a little bit behind. Survivors are being able to push through this. I mean, and like I said, they chased on this side of the map like they absolutely should have done, giving them a lot more time to get out.
Look at
Ooh,
the
gets
stretch
the hit on the
Armstrong.
Meg. Beautiful.
Stretch Armstrong on the Meg. That is going to be first hook for the Meg, I think. So the
Yep,
nurse has
quick down,
accumulated
first
14 points here. Oh, I'd be scared of going through that. Honestly, I would be scared this server would be nearby. Yeah,
I
first hook
wouldn't
here.
have done that.
14 points. Beautiful blink. Getting the Nia down. One gen going for these survivors
Another
again.
down.
Are they on the gen? The core? They are on the gen. They're going to leave for the Nia for a slug. I'd
These
go to that
gens are
gen.
really far apart now, comparatively, compared to what they were.
I don't know. These are actually too closer to the main. Yeah, look
I mean,
at how close this
they're
gen is.
close. I'll say it, they are close, but they're not as close as they would have been before. That's all.
That's fair. I mean, it is
'Cause
Nurse.
One of them got done. Yeah.
Yeah,
it is Nurse,
they
though.
smell
That's-
Nia with the decisive strike, I think. However, if they get this hook, she is dead. I think I'd go
Nia
for this hook
always
and try and get
has
another.
decisive
I want to pop Goes the Weasel here. No decisive strike on Nia. She is death hook. Looks like they're gonna go for a center pain res hook as well. The nurse might
Makes
be able to
sense, here.
stabilize here. They've got a lot of gen regression. We know all the perks now. Yeah, that's a pain res hook. Getting the hit on the Claudette as well. It's gonna be a very close game here.
Unlucky. Still 3 servers alive though. I mean,
These-
it's they can recover.
They are
if they
not
play this
out.
right.
Absolutely.
Claudette is doing a great job. This spot for the nurse, I hate it. As when I see nurse games, like how much they struggle. It's so fun. But running through those little statues and stuff, it's a perfect way to get her to like mess up, hit something. It's beautiful.
Collision is rough.
That's exactly what you want.
You see Claudette over here, Ace working on that generator. They know that they can't give the nurse another hook because it's gonna be another pain res, another pop goes the weasel. Good double back on the Ace of the live. Oh, so close.
Does it twice. Anna swing and a miss, boy. Oh boy, very nice.
Ace is a little bit of a juicer over here and not gonna commit to that chase. Going back to the center gen, no progress. Meg is getting reset. I think that's what the plan is if you take a hit, run to the opposite side of the map and then reset.
Yep, that's what they're doing. They're resetting, and that's exactly the right call.
Yeah,
the question is, are these gens going to be fully regressed now? Like that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, this is a very different scenario from the previous one. A good 3-gen for the nurse, but the survivors do have resources available to them. All survivors have reset.
I think she didn't see the survivor running by the gen to the right there. That one right
Ace,
there.
yeah.
I don't think she saw that.
Or she might be ignoring because she I mean,
could be.
Ace has proven the most again, from a killer perspective, you go after the survivors that give you the least. Good. Yeah, the Ace is definitely giving them the most trouble. Yeah, they're gonna go after this Claudette here. And the question is, does the Meg and the Ace double up on the gen together? She held W, didn't double back. Wait, did she double back?
No, she did not. I think she went over the pallet.
Yeah, you're right. Ooh, good job blocking left side here. She did see that one, not able to get it on the second blink, the short blink not coming through. I think that,
yeah, the Claudette and the Ace, and they get the gen done.
Meg and Ace doubling up on that generator. Fantastic job here, and the exit gate is over there as well. We know all the perks for this nurse. There is no endgame solution here for them.
This might just be a 2K right here. I mean, I don't know. If they get that gate open, it's done for. But if she can get a hit right now, she can get a 2K. But
she can look at these exit gates. They're going to lose a survivor. They are going to lose a survivor to this somehow.
Maybe.
Oh wait, they can't quite. Yeah, they can't quite patrol both of these.
Yep, there she is.
Oh no,
there she is.
Oh, that exit gate's almost
if she had gotten that. Oh, they're getting out. Everybody's out. That's it.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no way.
The 3 outs. This might be the 3 outs.
Oh my God.
A courteous reminder to our participants that I understand the frustration.
Yeah.
I get it. Rules state.
I really do.
Rule state. Please play the game out. That is not the way we like to see things go. But with that said, again, just the survivors pulled back an insane, just absolutely insane survivor play. Absolutely insanely good survivor play. I can't fault the nurse on anything. Like maybe the tunnel at the beginning might have been the way to go, but you also don't want them to reset a DS. I really think
it was the tunnel.
Yeah, look,
I
really
think it was the tunnel.
She had the decisive strike as well, so not choosing to go and eat the decisive probably was the correct choice, but that is so tough. That is so tough. But
so did she miss the DS before, or was it enough time?
I think it was enough time. I think the nurse waited out the DS. I think they had Alexa set a timer for 60. I'm sorry to whoever that actually triggered. I'm sorry to whoever just had their their clock get set there. But with that said, just really good job to these teams. NoMercy will take the W here and move on to round number 4. So we'll be getting that set up as shortly as possible. So GG to Nyx, or I'm sorry, not Nyx, 6. I apologize. I have just now started to reset my sleep schedule. I've got coffee. It's supposed to be kicking in hours ago, but we're here for it. So thank you all for watching. We'll be back with round number 4 very shortly. Stay tuned.